Been muted the whole time. Welcome everybody to Live with Lindy. Nothing to see here. Hi, I'm Lindy. What the fuck, Eric? Seriously. All right. Well, it's not enough that it's 100 degrees outside. You know what? If you're in the Southwest, just drink water. Drink a lot of water. It is burning hot. And yeah, can't even blame that on technical problems. Last night had a lot of them as everything on the block was shut down. Absolutely insane stuff. But here you go. Let's go back and recap for a second time, or technically the first time because you couldn't hear me. We've got a pick'em card that we'll get into there. But obviously yesterday, Russell Westbrook, very hurtful. Very, very hurtful. And the other one, where's that Van Leeuwen guy? Van Allen Lubin. I thought it was a pretty good snipe over on the Odd Shopper Odd screen yesterday. Thought it was really, really good. Ended up having a profitable day overall. Retweeted some people. Obviously some good things there. But the main deal was we got the pick 'em across the board right here. And if you had the boost, obviously I said I wish I could reverse engineer and go back and put more on it. That would have been good. But obviously graded, hit, over 8x, paid for all the other pick'em cards of sins. And these were 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. So a little bit different in that regard. So I'm not going to be too upset about the fact that it was profitable there. And then swept on NBA Lindy's leans, likes, and locks. Had 2 added VIP plays. Both of those came across the board with Justin Edwards. It's just been a good run of NBA. And I don't think it's ironic, or I don't think it's coincidental. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't think it's a coincidence, a coinkydink, that this program has been going on for a couple of weeks and they've just happened to be some of the best weeks of my NBA betting year. Hopefully you've appreciated that. Today, if you didn't get a chance to watch Lindy's leans, likes, and locks, ended up having 4 plays. Don't know why I tweeted out 3. Josh Giddey ended up firing up the assist. Thought that was good. We'll talk about it for pick'em here today. Probably not going to be a play at 10.5. That was a silly number. Ayo Dosunmu, 17.5 points. LA, New Orleans, coming off of hitting both of our unders yesterday, by the skin of our teeth against, it was OKC Orlando. That was the one that was, we needed the hook in our favor. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, we're going to be running back his rebounds plus assists. I still think it looks fantastic at plus money at 7.5. Obviously, do I expect it to cash at like the 8-minute mark or 7-minute mark of the second quarter? No, I do not. So hold on to your butts. But we begin our day with a little pick'em. I really couldn't find anything that I wanted for those boosts for like 100, 200 or whatever. But hey, balance keeps going up here throughout the duration of this program. And yeah, let's keep that trend going. See what we can find for the 50% boost that we've got here. There's an NBA discount. And I think that there are some advantageous ways that we can go about it here. Bracket boost. We'll talk about what we can do for that. There's a PGA boost, an NHL boost. What a time to be alive, friends. Over on Underdog, we'll, of course, build our prize picks. We'll, of course, build our pick 6 for you as well. But lots to get to. We shall rock. Jokic pick 6 discount wrecked. Yeah, that couldn't have been fun. My guy, Waylon Evan Jennings, he's good people. CS Berg in the Discord, no? I'm assuming that's you. Because I know you know things. I'm sure you said everything you said was good stuff. Yeah, it was fantastic. I fixed everybody's lives, and did Lindy talk to me? SGA 100 for 2 threes on Bet365 and minus 135 for the same amount on DK. So yeah, I mean, obviously I missed the picks. That's sad. We don't want you to miss picks. We want you to find picks, which is why we have tails, where you can sign up for the VIP, get absolutely everything that I fire up. And then obviously the posts. Posted a ton of free stuff. I've been trying to post more free stuff because I know people, it's tough out there in the world. But we got a little something on Derek Jones and Neemias Queta. Some awesome CLV that's going to exist on that. Holy shit. Where's it at now for both? Derek Jones, minus 159 adjusted with the multiplier. Best available, Bet365, minus 125. And then Neemias Queta, you can't even get Neemias Queta at 8.5. He is 9.5 pretty much everywhere now. 9.5. Your hair is everywhere. I guess you can get 8.5 at minus 140 at Fanatics. I'm going to call that CLV. We're going to call that CLV. Felt pretty confident about both of those. Probably should have fired a little bit more, but I was in a panic because I didn't want to give up that boost. If you do the math, 14 hours and 15 minutes ago was like 8:56. Yeah, 11:56 p.m. Eastern time. My damn internet went out and everything was off, and I was just hustling, bustling, trying to do everything I could to make sure that I didn't fuck that one up. So here we are. It's great. Dashboard confessional. Breathe in for luck. Breathe in so deep. This air is blessed. You share with me. This night is wild, so calm and dull. These hearts they race from self-control. Your lips are smooth as they graze mine. We're doing nothing at. I'll let you sing the chorus. Anywho, let's begin our boarding walk. Let's have some fun. Let's gamble and wager some dollars, some American dollars on some things. 9 games on tap, lots of value. Fuck the Pacers. Anybody else watch Shrinking? I think Shrinking might be the best show on TV right now on Apple TV. Shrinking is fantastic, and they do that entire thing where it's fuck Parkinson's. Fuck Parkinson's. Fuck the Pacers. They are Parkinson's of the NBA. They are a problem. We should fix it. Cool. But Golden State, Boston playing it pretty straight up. Talked about Guy Santos. I think his unders still look okay, but we'll talk about him for sure. We'll get into the Chet Q tag because I think there's some stuff we're going to be able to mine out of it, specifically AJ Mitchell and SGA. They do not want to give us Jaylen Williams ahead of time because Jaylen Williams, he is eternally goated for all of the money he has made me over the years. Colin Sexton remains questionable over here. We'll get into the Giddey piece. We got Kawhi. He's upgraded to questionable. I'm glad that ankle injury isn't all that bad. I do think he has a better chance to play than not in this one. Ace Bailey Q tag, Naz Reid Q tag. I'd be surprised if Naz played today coming off of that ankle twist, but there you are. Daniel Gafford, Jonathan Kuminga, eternal Q tags on like Caleb Martin and all these guys who don't matter for Dallas. And then we've got Denver, Memphis, which might be the most unappealing basketball game I've ever seen in my entire life from a betting perspective. Just can't find a damn thing. And then a hyper efficient LA Houston situation. We are trying to, in the same time, utilize the best projections in the entire industry that is at Stochastic. And then we're also trying to utilize the market-based side of things here with Odd Shoppers. So we're going to be hunting for some lines, hunting for some value here together on the Pick'em sites. Let us begin now. Actually, hang on. Jaylen is 23.5 at some books. Does he really? I've been waiting for Jaylen to drop. Jaylen drop. Ooh, it has dropped. So it's starting to matriculate in. You can see there's a lot of books that don't have numbers posted. We're going to play as Jaylen Williams points immediately. What do we got here? Rebounds. No. Assists. No. I think it's points. Let's see if my powers still work, where everybody moves the lines immediately upon me doing anything. You know what? I should snipe something here at the top of the board before it gets moving, because, well, I've seen this movie before, everyone. Darius Garland, 10.5. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Whew! It's a tough board today. Who's feeling good about Isaiah Collier unders? Ace Bailey's out. That's kind of a disaster. Josh Giddey, these 2.5 threes just are eternally sitting there. Jokic, 23.5. Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's like the first one that I've seen that I'm actually okay with. Man, is this a tough board today. Cason Wallace, AJ Mitchell. Obviously, they all play on the same damn team, so that's not exactly ideal. But I like Jaylen Williams, 10.5 points a lot. We've seen so many times where this guy comes in and just becomes, I don't know. I'm convinced. I've said this on so many shows. The guy just is such a baller. If he played on any other team, we would all be talking about Jaylen Williams being maybe not Jalen Johnson, but this dude is so fucking good. Let's see his starts. You really want to know, Eason. You really, really want to know, Eason. You can take a look. Pretty efficient, if I'm being honest, just at first glance. Just take a look at the Wowie tool too while we're at it. God, I love our rates tool done more. This is just such a great tool. So props starts for Jaylen Williams this season. 18.5% usage. I mean, what is that 10.5 line? What is that 10.5 line? What is 10.5? The guy's going to play 29 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah, those need to get pumped up. Yeah, we need some stuff to start matriculating in more. It's about that time of the day. Let's get ready to gamble. That'd be good. Yeah, we want Jaylen Williams in our lives. So Eason, not really seeing it with Eason, if I'm being honest. Looks super efficient. Obviously, it's at 11.5, and he has been shooting the ball horrendous. I'm curious if he's had like a game where his plus minus was even like remotely. I mean, he went from being quite good in the middle of this season to being quite average. A little better than average, but estimated plus minus has been all over the place for his trajectory. You look at some of this, 5 points in 33 minutes last time out. Well done, sir. 20 beats your 5. I'm sorry, sir. I guess it's predicted game logs. Wowzer. It's so fun looking at trajectory of certain players. Here we go. This is what I wanted. He's been just dog shit. Look how much more he's been below the line for like the last month and a half. Last real game, like good game, was February 10th. February 11th, there you go, against the Clippers. Plus 2.8. And then just, he's been horrendous. It's all been shooting. So yeah, I do lean to the under, but I can't really. Ime Udoka just wants to bone Tari Eason. So I don't know what to tell you. Reed Shepherd has been redonkulous. Let's look at his estimated plus minus. Obviously, you're going to get some of these floor games where he doesn't shoot it well, and he's just going to be a disaster. But at least you can kind of monitor his minutes. And I mean, the fact that Eason's such a good defender is not understated. He's 6'8", compared to a 6'2" Reed Shepherd, but Lindy, bless the chat with your favorite college basketball play today. We will do that. We will do all of it. Eason is a walking brick. Dude, it's insane. Doesn't belong on any of our cards. And it's especially, 0 for his last 18 threes. Seems bad. It's just horrendous how bad he has been shooting the ball. But, I think a lot of, Raptor, I think is still pretty bullish on him, as it should be. I mean, he's a 6'8" guy who could guard multiple positions. He's been playing quote unquote shooting guard, kind of wild. Yeah, shooting. Bad. Very bad. Not horrific, obviously. Been good from 3. That's the goal. That'll happen when Kevin Durant's on your basketball team. That will happen. Mother of Christ, what just happened? I think it's there. Okay. But Jaylen Williams, I am much higher on Jaylen Williams' stock for today. I mean, my God. What else exists for Jaylen Williams? What else is there? I mean, I was scrolling through it on OddsShopper there quick, but let's take the overhead view. 19.5 points plus rebounds. I do not hate that at all. I have such a thing for this guy. Not Eason. Cody Williams, you ready to go back and start sucking again? That'd be cool. Yeah, 19.5. I knew I was going to like that immediately. 19.5 is just a great number to be sniping. So we're going to get a combo of each of those in with some of these top props. So just get ready to play a lot of Jaylen Williams today on these pick'em cards, 5, 10 at a time. And we'll just kind of rotate through some because I think there are some very interesting plays here. So now we go to the Drew Holiday assists. One thing that cannot be understated about Drew Holiday is how much you should try to limit his minutes in a game like this. If you don't have a Nemhard or a Neesmith or a Zubats, or if they're not playing any of their normal dudes here, you're going to want to get to a little bit more scoot. You don't want to play Drew Holiday meaningless minutes in meaningless games. Like, he'll play 30, but there's no doubt. Drew Holiday. Price probability. The price for all of these. What's so nice is that we know that they're all minus 115 every single time. That's what people get mad about Pick'em relative to what, like, I think the beauty of Pick'em, even if you're in a state where you have sports betting and you still have an opportunity to play Pick'em, I think one of the beauties of it is that you're playing with the cards face up. Like, we have the multipliers and I have the Pick'em calculator that can help us with those. And, you know, there's times that we get there and get involved, but rarely. I like playing minus 115s, knowing that, hey, Underdog's the best place to go do that. Take either side you want, but obviously there's information that we have at OddsShopper, information that we have at Stochastic with our data that can inform play, and it doesn't have to be brain science. It can simply be, what's your edge? What's the price? What's the line? What's our chance of hitting? And we can do a pretty good job of making positive EV cards. It's beautiful. Also, promo code Lindy Live. If you guys are looking to check out anything at OddsShopper, as I'm sharing it here on screen, 50% off. There's also a 7-day. Let me remove this for a second because this is ridiculous. 7-day free trial. Seems like a good week to try out the tools. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got NCAA basketball, and your boy is going to be coming to you live tomorrow night. In addition to putting NBA Pick'em together, in addition to some college Pick'em, we are going to go live tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific for 4 games on the Thursday window. If that ends up being spicy and fun, well, we'll move it to Friday as well. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody looking forward to the wing. All right, so we've established that I like Jaylen Williams and that I would make sweet, tender love to him or something like that. There we are. Somebody asked me what rules I'm using when you run the optimizer. Oh, always a good question when you're calling the Sims an optimizer. It's a lot better than an optimizer. Just gonna throw that out there for you. But you know, semantics. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's almost like I predict the future. All right, let's get money in on things now. Now. Ow, now, brown cow. Ow, now, brown cow. So Drew Holiday, celebrate. I prefer the rebounds and assists here at the minus 115. So we're going to get ourselves 10 in on that very, very quickly. So I at least have something and don't get completely boned by the fact. And I want to get 5 on this too. Versus 19.5. I prefer the points a little bit more, but not by much. Not by much. Boop. Got both of those rocking. Rocking in the free world. Boop. Got the Kata Jones. We got some boosts. We got some other things to be utilizing in our lives today. I'm just going to keep going Jaylen Williams until I'm blue in the face because boy, do I love that number. Already moving to 20.5. I love everything about this. Do we have anything else? So one of the other beauties that I don't think people realize about the new odds screen, I'm sorting by true odds. I'm not going by game time at the moment. You can filter it in so many different ways. We can sort it based on hold, which would be kind of in a nifty deal if you're looking to arb some things. you can go towards a 0.7% hold. That is a super low amount of hold. So it's technically synthetic hold because you're talking about across multiple sports books. Whereas, if you're just on DK, minus 111, minus 118, that's going to be typical hold. So it's just hold for short, but synthetic hold is what we're talking about. And obviously the opportunity you have to get lower hold, it's always useful. It means you have access to a lot of sports books, means that you are getting the best number of it. And obviously you go to some of these high hold situations and it's not as fun. Low hold, more fun. Low hold, more fun. It's like at 0.7%. I mean, that's just fantastic stuff. Played at plus 102, minus 105. 3 cents. 3 cents of hold there. What a world. What a world we live in today. But how's everybody doing this here? Jaylen props just dropped on PrizePicks, by the way. Yeah. Would it be tender? Oh, you do. We love everything there. Scoop points for sure today. I'm kind of on that as well. Can you say hello? So I don't have to squint? Yes, I can do that for you. I can kind of say out loud what we're talking about. But I'm going by true odds here because I'm looking for some of these, seeing if there's anything that pops. Ace Bailey, his points look pretty nifty if we end up getting him in there. 19.5 at 20.5 on DK. That might be an auto ad. So one nice thing oh shit, he just moved to 20.5. You mother truckers. Everybody on this show. You guys are trying to kill me. I swear to God, as soon as I start betting stuff now, we're moving lines here on YouTube and on X. It is actually insane. I should pre-build a lot of shit going forward. Probably has me less scatterbrained, but I think you guys enjoy the scattered portion of it because we're researching, we're in real time going through specific situations. And I mean, these rates, man, 16.2, 9.9. Obviously, I don't want 9.5 rebounds. 8.5 is fine, but it was just juice to the gills there. I like the combination of the two. 20.5, give me the minutes. I'm just way higher on minutes than we are on Jaylen Williams. I mean, in these starts too, it's just kind of different. He's just a different dude. A lot of those, because he's playing without Hartenstein, he's playing without Chet Holmgren on the floor. A lot of those times where he's getting starts, Oklahoma City's always good, but think about how many minutes have been independent of SGA here in some of them too. 528 minutes in those starts, plus 10 net rating. Can my boy Jaylen Williams get some love from the people? Boy, he's at 2.5 threes already. Holy fuck. Oh, Brooklyn, you guys suck. You suck. Dick. Oh, we just put him to 31 minutes. That was nice of us. Go team. I'm so proud of our people. I feel like they're watching right now too. Our dev team, everybody. Our data guys just doing absolute fantastic work behind the scenes for everything. But yeah, minutes up on Jaylen Williams. I'm just way higher, or I was way higher on the minutes there. SGA, he'll be in on the back-to-back here. But once Chet gets ruled out, I'm telling you, all of this is going to have CLV, which I anticipate Chet not playing. I'd be very surprised if Chet played on the back-to-back against Brooklyn. You don't need him. Do you want Chet? Yeah, you always want Chet. He's a winning basketball player, but do you need him? Absolutely not. Let's get a little Ace Bailey in our lives just in the event that we do get him in. The nice thing, don't forget, it just voids if he doesn't play. Jaylen Williams inactive. No. Where'd it go? Why is Jaylen Williams off the board? Don't do this to me. Silly gooses. Oh, they literally just took it away. You heathens. Oh, that was a fun one card that we got, or two cards that we were able to build out with it. At 11.5, I'm telling you, I'm going to bet this too, just so I don't get completely turned. We can go to the alt lines too. We can take a look. It's in our book, Reading Rainbow. Plus 105. That's just such an easy way to live your life. God, 10.5. It was just sitting at 10.5 a second ago. You don't know what you got till it's gone, friends. You never do in this life of ours. So hurtful. Jaylen Williams points. Man, you guys are betting this in real action too. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how fast shit is moving. All right. We're here for it. We're happy. And clap your hands. Dun, dun. Jaylen Williams sitting there. Why he is listed as two different human beings on two different spots with the alt numbers, I don't know. But we're going to refresh that because he is one person. He's a beautiful, beautiful person too. Look at that goofy guy. Look at that goofy fuck. I love him so much. I love him so much. Cool. All right. Don't squint. Don't hurt your eyes. Don't do it. Ace Bailey, we like the over of 5 there, or the over of 15.5 points. More market-based than anything, and also knowing that it will void if he doesn't play. Man, why so many people show up for Ace Bailey there? There we go. Not your typical pick and play from me. Usually I'm going to kind of check both boxes, but I do think Ace Bailey minutes are just so secure right now. More projection than anything else. If he ends up playing, there's no reason that he wouldn't play a ton. Just developing this guy. Probably better in PRA than points where I went, but they're both pretty decent edges. Better bets, but in Pick'em, I'm all right when it becomes just a void. Just, there's that. We got Drew, less than 10.5 rebounds plus assists. I'm going to be shorting Drew a little bit today. Because whenever you can... Indy just is so slow, too. Maybe it's just because I have to watch way too much of this team for my own liking. Yeah, this has actually been slowing down. They're the worst offensive team in the NBA. Just an offensive rating. Worse than Brooklyn, worse than Dallas, worse than Washington, worse than Sacramento. That's hard to do, friends. Those are some really, really, really damning. That adjusted offensive rating is substantially bad. Shout out them for sucking. Oh, Jaylen Williams, 10.5, up to 12.5. We have nuked him to places unknown. Now he's sitting at 9.5 flat. What have I done? What have I done? Any Bones Highland thoughts today? Played a little bit more yesterday. I thought there was a chance. I talked about it a little bit on Live Before Lock. I thought there was a chance that they would just stick with the Bones Highland start path and have Io off the bench for 32. They just decided, no, we're just going to play the better player many, many minutes. And I normally agree with such things. So that was very, very nice. Nice for us to go out and win a game without Ant and be kind of assertive. And I'll say the ball was moving. It was flowing. Rudy Gobert, 19 rebounds. That's useful. God, he bugs me. Just bugs me so much. Bugs Bunny. I know what he does defensively. I know his impact. We all do. But on offense, he is a hard watch, man. But Bones Highland goes completely ballistic. Played 29 minutes. I had talked about him. I'm a little mad I didn't pull the trigger on it because I think he was in the winning lineup in the $15 yesterday. Or was it the $18? Yeah. One of the two. But anyway, whatever the main was yesterday, he ended up being in the winner at 3%. And yeah, 4 for 8 from 3, 8 for 14 from the field. Where did numbers drop on him? I'm curious because I'm probably in the camp of shorting. But it's such a bad Utah team. And if you get to garbage time, you just let him rip, right? What are some of these adjusted numbers? 19.5, we're looking at plus 340. 10, minus 300. Market sitting right at 13.5, kind of primarily. I don't think it's a pick and play for us. I really don't. I can't imagine I want to tango with PRA. Oh, God. Yeah, one book. Not a lot of data points. Not a lot of people running to go throw that out there. I mean, obviously, if Nas sits, he's the major beneficiary. Julius Randle benefits a little bit just in terms of like, you're not going to have Nas come out and steal a lot of the usage. I mean, your major beneficiaries would be Kyle Anderson, Bones Highland. They're the guys who go from playing like limited minutes to many, many minutes for Bones Highland off the bench. Terrence Shannon Jr. enough. Got towel waiver Mike Conley. That's always fun. So those are my those Jaylen lines moving quickly on PrizePicks. They're bad lines. They're just, we knew where we were going right away, and we did it. 2.5 3-pointers. That's a lot of threes on the Jaylen Williams side of things. That that'll be a pass there. But one thing we could potentially do, let's see if we can get down with our bad selves. What's a 15-10 game look like for Jaylen Williams paired with our boy Drew? Plus 553. Plus 470. Run some stuff here in the corner behind the scenes, see what's up, see what we got. What do you talk? What do you talk? He's a what? He's a what? He's a music man. Sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big brass bass. And the piccolo uniforms too, with the gold stripe running. Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big cornets. No, sir. Maybe a mandolin here. Picks, perhaps. Maybe a juice harp. No, the fella sells bands, boys bands. Don't know how he does it. Let's throw one in for this. In case you can't see, there it is on your screen. We got good things going. Hopefully that helped. My God, Pete. Wanted to be able to show you all of the things. I can show you the world. Randall is a black hole in hand is around. Surprised you haven't peeped his PRA. No. I have no desire. Zero. We talked a little bit yesterday about PRA. One thing is you're going to find bigger edges in points, rebounds, assists. At least that's been my experience. I haven't found as much. Now, PRA is always safe if you're trying to like react to a piece of news and you just want the entire portfolio and you want to react to the news. You want to have all the things. That's important. But look at this. I just went by true odds. We're sorting by true odds. From a market-based perspective, it's going to be much harder because the market is going to, I mean, we're talking 25.5, 26.5, 24, like your curve like this. Beautiful bell curve. You're going to have 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 be so compact around those numbers. But when you go to a market like rebounds, the difference of one is ginormous. I mean, Isaiah Collier has a huge edge right now, 3.5 rebounds, plus 175. And all that is just simply looking across at all the other markets. We do have data points and like, again, this is negative. When you see this negative hold, there's an ARB opportunity. It means that the low point, minus 155, and the high point, plus 175, or I guess you could switch them around. The point being, it's 20 cents. 20-cent difference. You put $100 on Hard Rock to win 175, and you put 155 to win 100 on Bet365, and you're guaranteed to make profit. Not an opinion. That's arbing. That's arbitrage. So anyway, you're finding some stuff like that that's going to exist in some of these markets where it's far less likely we're going to find some of these outliers. So I go to the market lines, and I typically have been sorting by true odds, sorting by edge, sorting by anything that I possibly can here to find ourselves advantageous opportunities. Again, you got to be smart in how you take advantage of this, but you put $100 on SGA over 4.5, you put $100 on under 4.5, and you made $10. Well, I guess you'd make $10 if it was Bet365. You could put 95 to win $95 here. You could put 100 to win 110. Am I doing that right? No. The whole point is that you can bet both sides of these and you're going to make money. So you'd put 105 here, you'd bet 100 here. That would be the way to do it. 105 to win 105. 100 to win 110. You're guaranteed to make profit there. Yay. We do have that calculator too. I don't know why I'm just talking out of my ass. I haven't done as much ARB as I probably should, but I do enjoy it. But people want, there's opportunities. You can throw in your stake for each one individually for it. And, obviously be careful with the polymarket ones, because polymarket, it's 0 or 100. So a guy like Chet, of course, there's going to be ARB opportunities because he has a Q tag, and I don't think he plays today. So those would become $0. So be careful when you're doing that stuff. I really like the in-game ARB finds as well. I think those have been very, very interesting. Low holds. I mean, we're going to be getting into a lot of that in the NCAA streets because, I went to Iowa State. I grew up a Duke fan. There's so much good stuff. Lindy, you're awesome. Learned a lot from watching you over the last 3 or 4 years. Thank you for all your help. That is so nice and makes me feel very, very happy. That makes me very, very happy. Heskinen Point is my favorite NHL UD prop if you need one. I would love one, Key Trees. Key Trees, I would love one. Let's take a look at it. Heiskanen. I don't know who that is. Sounds like a Dallas Star. Is he on the Dallas Stars? I want to see how I got these stars. My father's from Quebec. So total points. Was it a point? Is that what you said? Heiskanen Point. God, I love this odd screen now. Very nice play. We're gonna be in on this. Miro. I'm assuming you know more about hockey than I do, and minus 115, kind of the going rate, the favored side of it. I'd prefer we had a little bit better true odds, but a good projection play is typically going to outperform a good market-based play because, there's just not like a market's going to take some crazy stand against every other book in they do that. Don't mean to be talking out of my ass, but our edges, I bring this up all the time using this tool. Look at our origination and our edges that we're going to get with these. That's 100% projection. And what's nice is that if you're going 100% market-based all the time, it's pretty easy to flag that as sharp action over a long period of time. We don't want that. So it's nice to be able to just go strictly into the origination and play some, quote, suboptimal cards or something of that nature. We'll say this Collier one is starting to become a little appealing to me, this under. And this is 100% just looking at the market right now. It's got a huge Q tag and Ace Bailey for what it's worth. So I'm not saying that I'm not saying it's the easiest thing to click on and feel good. Oh, it's it. We don't even have to think about it. 0.88x. No, thank you. No, thank you. No drugs. No drugs here. Reset minutes and rates. I'll reset it here for our guy, Jaylen Williams. These are all good things. Your dad's YouTube account? Yeah, no, that would be nice. But My dad would never watch me do this, but I love my dad. My dad loves me too. He just wants the bets. What's the lock, Eric? What's going to win today? Oh, I thought you did this for a living when it loses. Really appreciate that one, Dad. Hit the like button that you never hit. Top power play guy. Let's go. All right. I'm going to throw him into the mix. Points. Where's my boy Jaylen? This is something that could have been brought to my attention sooner. Just 12.5 rebounds and assists. It's got to be pretty decent too. Guys, I'm such a Jaylen Williams guy. It's actually absurd. I didn't know I was this big of a Jaylen Williams guy until this stream. Now I'm quite aware. I mean, what a fucking nuke this is. All right, and I get to blame you if it loses? Yay! Let's go. Jaylen Williams heading to the locker room. I can see it now. Really, really can. More. We need more. We want Collier. We like... They nuked that. That's right. All right. Let's go back in 100% into our origination. Let's take a look. I like to let it rip a little bit too. Man, giddy threes. We might as well just... Yeah, I can't make that joke. It's Josh Giddey. I think you get where I'm getting at. Jokic, let's take a look at his threes here as well. 1.5 threes for Jokic. A little bit of how's your father. I'm getting this out now because I can't possibly live my life knowing that I didn't get another play in on an advantageous number. That should not be 12.5 rebounds plus assists at a positive multiplier. Just shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. Look at the market. Numbers are starting to creep in on it. 12.5, minus 130, minus 120, minus 135, minus 140. Very low hold. So, I mean, we have a pretty good idea of where this should be. And where this should be is 12.5 being the favored side and these multipliers flipped. So let's take advantage of that while we can. Getting a little bit of extra payout here. Again, 3.6x. So that's good to have. Whoop. Just wanted to zoom in so you could see it again, Pete. Pistol Pete Maravich. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40 bucks. We fired 40 bucks pretty quick. It was nice. It's a good start for us. Good start for us on the show. I'll get to the prize picks. I'll get to the pick six as well. We'll get to a lot of those. Would you take an alt 13.5 alt line for plus money? Yes, I would. On Jaylen Williams, yes, I would. I mean, this is close to, this is minus 108 adjusted, 1.03x. Let's pull up my handy dandy calculator. When your boy can make stuff like this, we already know that we're all doomed. Minus 108, 51.93% implied probability. So the pick multiplier is fucked right down here. That is not the correct one. Just tell you that right from the get-go. But this calculator and this calculator work perfect. Those are the ones I use all the time. But I don't know why this new version that I built out is giving me the wrong shit down here. But that's a conversation for a different day. Or, I don't know, just for me. Because nobody cares. Just give me the plays. Just give me the plays. Nobody cares how the sausage is made. They just want to eat the sausage. Sausage is good. We'll get to college basketball plays here too. Once again, this is the odd screen. We've got arbitrage. We've got the parlay builder. We've got a pick six optimizer as well. I need to use that more than I probably do at times. Let's take a look at that for a quick second. See what's updating. Cedric Coward. Again, these are all going to be market-based plays. So Scoot Henderson, Luka Doncic, Brandon Ingram, Rui Hachimura. But yeah, I did my whole tangent on star players where it's usually going to be under or pass. Sounds too generic to be true, but it actually kind of is true and how I feel about it. Payne Pritchard. Some interesting market-based ones that we can get into. Got Tails, obviously. You guys are on Tails, right? You're checking out Tails daily, right? Got a Heiskanen. So good times. Heiskanen, something Kanen. It's always good. I am live breaking down my best NBA pick and plays for tonight. Tune in. Thank you, Tails. They love me. They really love me. Let's get one with the whole gang together. Let's just have a gang bang right here. More upside, more bang for our buck. We are a family. Jaylen Williams, Jokic, and me. And Mira Heiskanen. Sometimes I'm just here to entertain myself. Can you take a look at Pirtle in the rebound market today? Thanks for these lives. They've been extremely helpful. You're so welcome, Lex Phillips. I'm glad you appreciate them. I'm glad you're enjoying them. If you could just hit that like button, that goes a long way so I can keep doing these. I cannot tell you enough. Just hitting a like button can be amazing. And obviously we get to talk through process. We get to talk through plays. We get to talk through how I utilize our tools because they're the best tools I've found in the industry. So there is that. Let's take a look at Pirtle in the rebound market. And I saw a question about Mamukashvili popping like crazy for Bet365, under 4.5 rebounds. The market projection is minus 138. Let's take a look. Again, if we can snipe some good numbers here, the one thing that I am going to throw out there for Bet365, we know that there are a lot of outlier numbers. You can do a lot of that and know you're getting your money in good on your own. Just be careful. Don't get limited just by sniping every great number because there are so many of them. You just have to be delicate with your Bet365 account. You have to be delicate with it. Notice how I bet. I could have parlayed together Russell Westbrook 10 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, 10 plus assists to 1840 yesterday, but I was happy to just fire a quarter over there at plus 1800 just because it looks like this dude's betting long shot triple doubles. And that's a great feeling when you know something has an edge. I could have gone a little bit further, but then it kind of flags it and it's a little bit more of an issue. So we want to be smart with how we take care of our accounts. We need to be smart. Again, another thing that I like to do is not strictly bet market-based stuff because you're going to get jammed in some spots. I'm all right betting some of these multipliers. Josh Giddey, it's probably getting a little extreme, but that is a ton of edge. 66% win percentage for Josh Giddey, the Devils number. Let's throw one in there with some of that. That is a huge amount of edge. And obviously this is a much better bet than what it is a pick and play. How is this still? I used the rest of the bonus funds here on this one. Sorry, it's a weird number. Number 9. Again, Josh Giddey, a much better bet than what he's going to be picking, but I'm all right mixing these in. I want to see how I get these boosts. By doing advantageous things, by trying not to be an idiot. Let's be careful with our Bet365 accounts. Protect them like the last chop. Get on them like the last chopper out of Nam, and then bunker down. Bunker down. Play the long game with it. Because the second you get limited, you will have a breakdown on Bet365. I can promise you. But you wanted Sandro. Yeah, I mean, that's just a smash. It's an absolute fantastic number. It is such an outlier. There is no reason you shouldn't play that. Absolutely none. But may I remind you, parlaying 2 or 3 of them together increases your edge. And it maybe makes it look a little less like sharp action. Just an idea. Just an idea. 8.5 rebounds, minus 115, our best number we're looking at in the great state of Arizona. We got 9 for PrizePicks. It's a big number. Definitely leaning the under there. If you go to the alt lines here, we can take a look at 9.5. So minus 146 at a sharp book like FanDuel. Obviously, we're getting it at 9. There's not going to be any baseline for that, but we can look at 8.5, minus 115. We can look at 9.5, minus 146. I think under 9 would be something that I would entertain. Yeah, under 9, I would definitely entertain. 2 legs on Bet365. That is a perfect. Lofty is sharp at that stuff. You should listen to Lofty. You definitely should be playing him as 2 legs on Bet365. I think that's the best way to do it. And now we have 2 legs that we can fire up on Underdog too, which is very, very nice. But there's no doubt that that is the correct answer. Play 2 and 3. Honestly, I would extend it to like 3 in a lot of situations, just to make it look even extra ridiculous. Put less money in than you would have put on a 2-pick, but I would mix in some 3-pick too. Maybe a couple of 5-6ers just to like really set the precedent. Those have low win expectations. Obviously, we talk about them all the time and pick them, especially on the PrizePicks side, which, hey, why don't we take a look at that? We've built quite a bit over on Underdog that's been advantageous. Jaylen Williams, Josh Giddey, that was the last one. This is the least advantageous, but I did want to throw the rest of my boost in on that. And our projections love Josh Giddey 3s today. Again, his market is just, I should probably bet this while we're going to. Meatloaf. Fuck. $3.5 is plus 320 at FanDuel.com. I thought about it. And then I decided math wins. We're gonna don't sacrifice a good bet at the altar of a greedy bet. Although I think they're both positive EV based on our projections, but I am going to have enough other plays in play. We've built enough other stuff. We're going to have PrizePicks. We're going to have some other things here. So BetMGM, let's get this heifer on Giddey, please. I'm already on his assists. So now I'm on his 3s. Great. No vig. Why do they keep showing it that it's here? It's not here anymore. It's not here. Can't do it anymore. And Arizona's suing Kalshi now. So that's cool. Oh, we just nuked that. We just absolutely nuked it. In real time, you just watched a nuke take care of BetMGM and that number. I have so much power now. Shouldn't let it get to my head, or should I? Give you a glimpse behind the curtain. Josh Giddey plus 125. Still, best available at no vig, you fucks. I hate you. I hate you. Be so nice. FanDuel plus 122. They are the sharpest of the books that people don't think about as sharp, which is hilarious because they're pretty sharp. They're pretty tough to beat. again. Son of a bitch. Talking to myself. Don't mind me. You were watching on screen as I was getting Pick Six and Prize Picks situated as well for us, so we can do a little bit of shopping. Shopping. Expensive when my wife does it, less expensive when I do it. Let's go shopping. Ty Jerome. No. Drew Holiday. No. Guy Santos. Yes. I talked about him at length. Well, actually, not even at length. It was pretty short today. But I think he's a good bet, and I think he's a good pick-a-mad. 14.5. We're seeing some interesting stuff from Guy. So we've got this started tab, and I've been utilizing this a lot more the last couple days as I've gotten familiar with the tool that Josh Engelman's built and all of the different features. We have a call every morning where we kind of go through stuff, and I just think the guy is extremely sharp with this. And so I've just gotten better and better and better on how I want to utilize this tool in my content, how I want to utilize it in terms of finding plays. And I should remember which damn team I'm talking about, right? Oh, yeah. Guy Santos, Golden State. So we got Golden State Warriors here. Optional filters. We could look at leverage situations, which is so cool as well. But once again, we're going to go to games where he started. There we go. Equal. And we want to just have starts for our guy Guy. Mainly because he's been starting for a while here. But one interesting thing about him, because I've been betting his over rebounds and assists. We had assists back-to-back days earlier this year as well. And those have been unplayable lately. It's always fun to be early to the party. What's tilting is when you lose a bet on a guy. Yeah, because he's been at 3.5 now routinely. We were able to get 2.5s once upon a time in a land far away. I think this rebounds plus assists is probably going to end up being pretty positive EV from a market-based perspective as well. Not that I'm breaking any news here, but the Knights who say Guy. Oh, yeah. Probably looking at the over there. Man, this is juiced pretty heavy towards that under right now. But the points especially are interesting. Oh, now it's 0.88x. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, yeah, 6.5, 3.5. You see a 9.5, that's usually going to signal something good. But obviously the market is way low on him. So we're going to stay away from that one. But his starts. Up in usage. But there are a lot of minutes missing for a couple of guys. Al Horford, Moses Moody, Steph Curry, Seth Curry, and LJ Cryer doesn't matter. But Quentin Post does. Quentin Post surely does. This could be a lot of Malevi Leon's minutes. What a time to be alive. Kristaps Porzingis. How many minutes did Zinger get to against Washington? That guy just pisses me off so much. It's Monday they played, right? Yeah. Mother of God. Mother of pearl. He's only at 6.5 rebounds plus assists right now. Look at this usage, dude. Let's do an on-off court summon quick. We could have added another filter pool while we were building on that one. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do starts and let's add another filter off the floor. Everybody that's missing. Moody, Curry, Butler, Horford, Kuminga, and one other guy that I needed to take off. Who was it? Horford, Moody, Curry. Those are the big ones. And obviously the guys who aren't even there anymore. So let's do starts for Santos and Moody, Curry, Butler, Horford coming off the floor. I think I needed to add them all. There we go. You'd think, I mean, Pods just is such a good rebounder. This guy constantly finding ways to be impressive. He's a good basketball player. He's a legitimately good basketball player. 80th percentile, 80th percentile, 80th percentile, a winning defender, shooting the ball like shit. Probably shooting too much in the mid-range at times, but when you see the effective field goal percentage here, and then you're seeing that, it's not that surprising. But does enough other good things. And then the defensive rebound rate, man. This is not your typical point guard. No siree. 70th percentile defensive rebound rate. I mean, look at this. Is just such a weird fact about these guys. Barely better. Your center, Quentin Post, most of the season. Just insane up and down with the three-point shooting. Estimated plus minus. Make shots, very valuable. Miss shots, not very valuable. Been doing more of the missing shit this year. That's not as good. We don't like that. J Metal K, what's up, my dude? 14.5 on pick 6. For Gee, the Knights who say Gee. Let's take a look at Zinger. 15.5. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. If our market is going to be at minus 115 right now, there aren't a lot of books. Penny's at minus 128. That makes me feel pretty confident that this at minus 115 is going to be very nice. You want your overs? We're finding your overs, people. But then I'm going to pair it with a Drew Holiday under again. Sorry. Got 5 on it. I tell you what, if Drew Holiday goes ballistic today, I'm going to be in shambles. That's for sure. How's my boy Jaylen Williams doing this fine day? Continuing to be sexy as fuck. We got 5 on it. I can't tell you how advantageous this is for a car. I'm trying not to nuke it, but I'm going to keep nuking it. Do you understand the CLV we're going to get on that when check gets ruled out? Do you even comprehend? Jaylen Williams is not a nothing in terms of assist rate either. Put $1 and get a car. 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 He is so nasty. He is so good at basketball. I just love him. I like how he has no offensive rebound rate because he's always on the perimeter. It's funny. Jaylen Williams confirmed perimeter. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We are gambling. But it doesn't feel like gambling when you're getting 17 cents better than any book. 22 cents better than soft ass Bet365. Softer than Swiss cheese. We just gotta love it. Got my bonus bets on DK. I think it was what? Duran was 1,000? What was the day? Who did I have when SAR split it? Who did I take? Did I take Cade that day? I've hit 2 of them, but didn't have 1,076. No. That's so nice. Thoughts on Peyton Pritchard? Over under 15.5. We can walk through it for you. I know the under was kind of the preferred side from a market-based perspective because it came up in our optimizer earlier. Ooh. So minus 115 at Bet365. Speaking of rebounds plus assists, that's been a pretty profitable market for me this year. We have at the Portfolio Lab something where you're able to basically kind of work through that and know exactly what you're dealing with on a day in, day out basis. We got our education down here too. If you guys are looking to be able to take advantage of some of these tools to the highest degree, may I very much point you in the direction of the education tab. Calculators, obviously, I built out one as well that hopefully we get integrated here for a pick'em perspective. Would be cool to have that on screen to share with you. Parlay builder, pick'em builder, optimizer, everything there. And then obviously this odd screen and the PEV, my bets tab, everything is so lasered in. It's beautiful. I'll remind you as well, Lindy Live, 50% off a week or a month, and you get a free week, 7-day free trial down at the link. So before the NCAA tournament starts, Lindy Live, I would use that code and life will be great. We're going to be doing it tomorrow night. Yeah, you heard me. I'm doing a damn tomorrow night. Yeah. My God, J-Man, okay. I hate you. I actually don't. You're lovely. Here we are. Points Saruskis. Yeah, it's going to be an under, if anything. PrizePicks, definitely in play. Definitely in play on PrizePicks. Minus 145 on Penny. Yeah. We'll throw that in. What a lovely suggestion from the crowd. I like when we get sharp people in here, like Trevor Norris, 1164. Effing Chuck Norris. One of the best, like, end credit deals. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I don't have to drink my own urine, but it's sterile and I like the taste. Peyton Pritchard under 15.5 points. Welcome to the card. Oh, Polly Pocket. I'm on all Celtics unders. That makes me happy because we just played one. Right there. Peyton Pritchard. Let's take a look at what else in the market is happening today. What is happening today in the market? Chet Holmgren not going to play more than likely, so we're going to stay clear of the atmosphere there. We do have this LeBron James 17.5. 17.5 is a low GD number on LeBron James. LeBron James. Let's get Zinger and LeBron in our lives. Just a points free for all. This is probably worthy of a boost. I can't tell you how good that Jaylen Williams thing is. I didn't even look at my NBA discount yet. We'll go through the process of that one. 50% boost. Let me do the math here in the corner. Hang on. Get off of this tab. Here we go. All right. Sorry, I stuck you with my Twitter. It's a bummer. You know what? Actually, let me pull up my beat writers while we're at it. See if there's any news popping in. There we go. NBA DFS there. Get this. Da-da-da. All right, 25 would be that edge. That's fine. That's fine. It's going to be 0.2 or 0.25. I don't know which. And I know you don't care, but I do. Doing the right things. 20 is... No, we want 25 on that. Potentially could be 30. Oh, 25. Cool. Jaylen Williams, Kristaps Porzingis, LeBron James. I mean, that is just a clear-cut card. Clear-cut combo. I eat 3 every day to help keep me strong. Hey, Happy, can I have one of those? Coming right up. Got any of those unders that we can add to some things? Make me feel nice and sexy. Ty Jerome. I can't with Ty Jerome, man. I can't. Tamani Kamara is at 5.5. Big rebound number for Tamani Kamara. Tamani Kamara. Not as much edge as I thought it would, but it's advantageous. Minus 133, and we've got a couple of the baselines we like. Not crazy market based, but obviously our projection pushing that to the top. So we got Pritchard. We're going to add Kamara. So we got some good unders on PrizePicks. Didn't want to just, be a chalk donkey hitting my overs. They were pretty good yesterday. 4.5 rebounds. Got some stale numbers yesterday. I don't care at all I just want bets with edge, right? Hi, Jerome. Can't do it. Send it in, Jerome. Now, obviously, Giddey. Where is his garbage at here? It's 2.5 threes gets us to 6.25x. And obviously, our origination wants to make sweet. Again, don't want to talk about Josh Giddey like that. He's a disturbing person. But here we are. Can't play a devil. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for the brand. And Thompson at 4 or at 5. Ayu at 4. Ayu at 4. Ayu at 4. Run, don't walk to get Ayu at 4. Ew. Boy, do we like that. Daddy like that a lot. All right. Let's get this out now so that it doesn't move on us. And let's move our attention to pick 6. And I'm going to tweet these out together. So we got it all situated. Obviously, these don't have as much edge as Underdog because you're getting paid 6x, that is plus 500. But obviously, we're shopping around for different numbers. So your payouts aren't as good, but your edge can still be there and still be an advantageous site to play on. Pick 6, assuming we have a boost of some kind to use there, right? What do we got? Not a ton of edge hanging out here right now. DeJounte Murray, questionable, so that's hurtful. The Knights who say, Gee, we're going to get our Guy Santos exposure over here like I knew we would on his under points. We talked about some of his starts and some of the rates that he's had. Literally the last thing that I had up here feels like years ago. But we're playing the Celtics. The Celtics have some things different. But one thing that's remained the same is they play so GD slow. Very, very slow. Fewer possessions. You get Melton out there. Starting Melton. There's just not a lot of usage. And I don't expect that Kristaps Porzingis wouldn't be the guy that you want closing the game if he's healthy enough to do so. If the game is in question. And you're going to close with Draymond Green because Draymond Green will actually throw a chair if he doesn't close. So you're basically going to move Guy down to the 3 to make way for Porzingis, or Guy isn't going to close. So we haven't seen a lot of these like super competitive spots, but we did just see what these rotations can look like in competitive spots with Kristaps Porzingis, who every winter he goes to hibernation and then he comes out like the groundhog at the end of March. And now here we go again. Let's look at Golden State, their rotations last game. Like, guys, I don't see a ton of minutes upside for Guy Santos. I really don't. Omer Yurtseven didn't really end up in the rotation. They signed him, and I wasn't sure if they were going to play him as like a backup 5, but they didn't have Quentin Post in this game, and those were the Guy Santos minutes. He had foul trouble. 2 fouls right off the bat. But I do think the minutes are just a little heavy on him. We have a heavy minutes number on him. And I still think the under is advantageous. We still have the under grading out advantageously. Probably one of those things that could have been a bet earlier, but you knew it would kind of stay around the same. Like, I didn't think there were going to be a lot of people lining up to take Guy Santos under 14.5 points. So I felt pretty comfortable leaving it off still, but I'm probably going to be adding it. I'm definitely going to get pick'em exposure. This I knew. That's something that's happened a lot in the lean category lately for us, where it might not show up on the card. I might not bet it individually, but I definitely find it advantageous. And it's hard to know with some of the minutes of Steve Kerr in general, or like a lot of these coaches. And so if I'm kind of torn, I'll leave it off rather than include it. Hopefully you're still finding some value in those. I think lean's last 2-3 weeks have still been magical, and we've still found some really nice ways to integrate them and pick them. But don't want to get in the habit of giving you 24 plays night before and then having a million pieces of news. You'll be pretty mad at me. Trust me, you'll be pretty mad at me. 14.5 at 0.88. Well, that's not something we're going to do. We're going to do it on pick 6, where it remains minus 122 at 1.00x. I think Scoot will get more minutes run than Drew today. Yep. Given Drew's age and the opponent, the Portland will limit his minutes today if they get up there early. They should. I'm not at his points unders. I'm on his rebounds plus assists unders. 10.5. And Scoot's going to get integrated a little bit more. And Scoot's somebody who's going to have decent rates. Like, we're still... Like, jury's still out offensively on Scoot, and probably will be for his entire career at this point because of what he was supposed to be relative to what he is. What he is a bad shooter. A very bad shooter. He was horrific his rookie season. It's gotten a little bit better, but he just eats up so much usage, and he's so inefficient that you are going to get some wild outcomes from him. Now, can he stabilize because of what he can do defensively at some point? Like, it would be nice to see the defense come along for the ride now too, because that was what he was supposed to be, was like an elite two-way player, super athletic guard. I mean, he's fine, better creator. But yeah, I'm really thinking that if they ramp up the minutes here, if we get a little bit more Scoot in a spot like this against Indy, if Indy on a back-to-back goes to like no Nemhard, Zoo, it seems, is like going to play on back-to-backs and just like play the first half garbage. Like, it's super, super strange, but like we're going to get some awful configuration of these guys. And we already got Siakam and Toppin out. So I'd be surprised to see Drew Holiday pushed beyond 31 minutes in this spot. And when I know that there's more of a floor than a ceiling in terms of what the minutes can be, and this number's gone 11.5 to 13, I look at the market and I'm basically finding some advantageous spots for us. And I think for Drew specifically, I don't want to short his points because he's one of those guys that I think can really put up a number that makes you look like an idiot quick. But I don't think the market really knows what to do with him right now. There's books way on the under here. We got books on the over. I mean, we are all over the place, but I'm in the camp of shorting Drew. Toddy pitching today makes me so happy. Has better hockey lines than Underdog last few nights. Yeah, we found the one, Heiskanen, the one that was thrown in, the points on Underdog. I thought that was a pretty nice ad, but we got our Gee one. Let's round out this program and get a pick 6 card here together. We built so much with Jaylen Williams, and you should keep building with Jaylen Williams here. We ended up firing 25 on the boost with Zinger and LeBron and company there. So pretty happy with that. And we have a lot of 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10. Holiday, Celebrate, Ace Bailey. Don't forget, you have Ace Bailey who will get just voided. And knowing that he'll just get voided is a great, great feeling. Right unders. Go team. Go team. Raquel Buchanev, both for a point and Maker for an assist. Make sure you check out Tails and you check out my guy, J Metal K over there. Let's see. I feel like he gets more coverage on this one on Tails. I probably go to his Tails on this show more than I go to my own, which is kind of ironic. Isn't it ironic? There we go. Post. Boom. Look at this happy little fella. Just a happy guy. King of the court. $1,000. Must be nice. Must be nice. Hit 2 of them, and one of them was a split with Alex Sarr. I can't remember. I think it was Cade that I had it on, but must be nice. Centers against the Wizards. I guess anybody with a pulse against the Wizards. It also helped you that Cade Cunningham was out in the first quarter. There's no doubt that that was a very useful run out. Pick 6 not giving us any Jaylen Williams. I know. I just saw that, and it made me very upset. For the Gimme College basketball pick on pick 6, yeah, we could do something on that too. Somebody just hit me up in the dealio there. We got this amazing college basketball screen. I'm telling you, it is going to be popping tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going live, working through the odd screen, working through pick'em, working through live bets, working through everything for the 4 NCAA tournament games going on. There's a lot of like big favorites, interesting spots that we could potentially jump on live, but this in-game stuff, man, the new screens that we've got going for PEV for the live in-game betting, game changer. I don't know what a Ruan Dragon spread is, but there is definitely some edge in betting it. When you have other identifiers, other points of reference, and based on live betting at those places and comparing them to other lines, like there are going to be so many opportunities for us to jump in and find advantageous numbers. Calculated by EV here. Both teams to score first period. It's obviously a huge outlier sitting there, but these are updating in real time. And one thing we're going to filter down tomorrow, only games at break, intermission, quarter, halftime. It's really hard to do live betting content, I believe. I think it's always been a little bit problematic. I don't think it's that hard with this tool, updating in real time and us having the games on in the corner and us watching the games on TV together and being able to bet together. Like, it's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes tomorrow night, but my own little venture into the world. You know, Ben Rosen played that one. So true. He's awesome for that. Oh, for sure. Cade was huge. Yeah. I mean, it was awesome during it was the Wizards against centers. You can say all the things about the Wizards. Wizards confirmed just bad against people. I don't really care defense versus position as much as other people. There are certain defenders like an Alex Caruso, Stephon Castle. There's guys that you're going to have in the back of your mind, but there can still be massive games found in the midst of it. I mean, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, can't remember who he was playing the other night. 41 points, 9 threes. Don't think anybody saw that one coming. That was on Monday. Orlando. Not the team you would expect. Not the team you would expect. They're pretty good against catch and shoot guys, too. And yet, here we are, getting railed by him. All right. We got to add 2 things to Gee, and then I need to get the heck up out of here and go get myself a little lunchy. DeJounte Murray, we're going to steer clear of because there's a lot of DNP risk there. I do think the Derrick Jones Jr. one, we've pulled the trigger on some overs on Derrick Jones Jr. 13.5 with Kawhi questionable. If Kawhi ends up playing, I don't see how that isn't a great number to be sniping. This New Orleans team, 236.5, DeJounte Murray is in. Okay. So we can take that under and actually live our lives. DeJounte Murray, Derrick Jones, those are going to be added as well. So we got our under exposure, just came around a little bit differently. Let me get this. We'll make that a 10 or make sure there's no negative correlation for playing them together here because they're in the same game, and that always freaks me out. And they just locked Derrick Jones Jr. on me. Why would they do such a thing? Pretty rude. Pretty rude. Yep, she gone. But we got DeJounte Murray in for this. We're going to take that under. And we're going to round it all out with Josh Giddey threes again. Pure projection play. And I like mixing some of those in for the people. Winnings boost. I'm going to put 20 on it. Or 25. There we go. All righty. Got 25 on that one. I had a nice boost for that. It's lovely. So we got a boost for that. We got the PrizePicks card put together. Going to post those over on Tails for you right now. So just head to Tails. Make sure you're following me, Lindy, over there. That is good stuff. Also good stuff, Lindy Live. That is your promo code here. 50% off a week or a month of any Odd Shopper package. Anything you're looking for on the Odd Shopper side, with so many tools and so many things for Pick'em and for sports books and for anything else you're looking for in-game betting, Portfolio Lab to build out the best possible portfolio based on what books you have access to and how we've done in identifying plays in certain markets. We can go to the odds screen as well, and we can do so many filtering options now. We can look at alt lines across the board. You think Jaylen Brown's going to go completely nutties and put up 34.5 points? Guess what? We have a way for you to get the best number and be able to utilize that plus 670, actually, even a little bit better over on DK. I'll let them know that that is not flagging. But there are ways to be able to go to every single alt in the entire market that is available on a specific player and be able to find the right combinations. We've got the market lines, the baseline that we find for every single one of them. You can group it by true odds, which is an awesome way. Looking at market-based pick'em cards, we have hold, where you can group this by low hold and look for arb opportunities like this one. We've got an awesome opportunity where 0.5% edge, 1.8% edge, you've got negative hold. Negative hold means there is an arb capable of being done. Now, you might have to change the alt line because sitting there, yeah, plus 110, minus 105. If you have access to BetMGM and Hard Rock, you can lock in a profit right now. There's an arb calculator to help you out with that as well. You can check out hold calculator. You can check out exactly what you should be doing for that. Now, obviously, we have the arbitrage screen itself that is going to be awesome to be able to identify spots here for tomorrow's NCAA tournament. Lots of NBA stuff, obviously, populating it for right now. But for right now, I guess I was showing none of that in there. What's better pick-em app, Stochastic or Odd Shopper? That's a great question. I think they both have amazing utility in different ways. If you go over to Stochastic, one thing that I love about this tool is that it's incorporating our data on the projection side that we use for daily fantasy sports. It's made me a lot of money in DFS. That's where I started at in 2013, 2014. I've been doing this for over 10 years now. A lot more gray hairs these days. Hide them with baseball caps. But we can lean all the way into that. And we can find some advantageous spots. And it's got every book available in your state that you're able to group it by. So when I get off the show, I typically just go whoop, whoop, and I look at everything. I have the entire board, the entire surface area to be able to cover and be able to find some advantageous spots here. Now, I do want to research. I still want to do kind of my own process to be able to find some of my own plays, to be able to comb through and be able to see where we're similar, where we're different. Because I'm looking for the best of the best. That's what I want to be posting. That's what I want to be betting. That's what I want to be doing, is finding the best of the best. And this tool can help you identify those from a market-based and from an origination standpoint. But Odd Shopper with the odd screen, what's so nice is we have so many different categories. They're just functionally different in a lot of ways. This allows me to take my process, my research, and integrate it here directly to you in real time. Use what I know about markets. Obviously, we have individual players. We have the odds movements. We have the trends. This product keeps getting better and better and better, and it will keep getting better and better and better. And eventually, one day, I'm sure we're going to integrate a lot of the stochastic side into this, but it's a long way down the line, purely because this props tool is brand new, and I love the usability of it. I love how functional it is for us. And then for this allows for me to do a lot of my own research, put in a lot of my own process, and utilize it immediately in real time, and find some advantageous pick'em plays simply by grouping by true odds, being able to identify what I know about markets and put it to work. So hopefully that helped. You weren't sharing your screen if you're trying to show something. I was trying to earlier, but then of course, promo code Lindy Live. I was doing it in real time. That actually helped me a little bit. But yeah, PEV with the live bets. It's going to be a good time to hang out. It's going to be a good time to be kicking it with us the next couple of days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Going to be amazing basketball to be betting on. And I can't wait to see all of those things popping. And hey, we got a little Bovada for everybody too. There's going to be some opportunities. I can't wait. So tune in tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. I'll throw it in there. And what's up, man? Lindy, thank you for all you do. If you love money, follow Lindy. Thank you so much, TJ. Dude, you're the best. You're the absolute best, my guy. It's also an awesome belt. That's a sick belt. But yeah, hopefully that helped a little bit for you. And as I said before, promo code Lindy Live at the link below, 50% off, gets you a week or a month for 50% off. And don't forget about, always nice to throw this out there too, the 7-day free trial at the same time. You can get them both together, get 2 weeks of whatever you would want. So it'd be awesome stuff. Be awesome stuff. So with that, friends, another Lindy Live in the books. Lots of pick'em, lots of opportunities for us to make some money, honey. Go get it done. Check out Tails. I'll get that posted right now. I'm Eric Lindquist. See you guys tomorrow.